Yeah, yeah. I wanna do it live, like swap motor. Corner with the rear, like old school Villa Poda. Ross Mayetta won't do my post vintage suspension. All I wanna do is clear triples, like Levi Kitchen. But I guess I have to be Mookie Volume 2 and go fishing. Want Enzo racing to come through, but I guess I'll keep wishing. 7 Deuce Deuce and Justin Bogle come back. You can't walk away and let me blaze you on the track. Would mention Scrub Daddy, but I'll leave that alone. Parties from Compton might have my cuss cats calling my phone. Will the fans support me like they support Alex Ray? Please buy this song, that's how I earn my pay. If I slap Steve Mathis, would that fat man call the cops? Could I get bailed out with money from the Deegan 38 shop? Wait, let me get back to my suspension. Maybe Race Tech will do it after they give this song a listen. Ross Mayetta at Enzo Racing said he will not rebuild or revalve my 1989 Yamaha YZ250 suspension because there's no money in post vintage bikes and the parts are hard to find. Yet I saw another post vintage Yamaha YZ250 build on YouTube, and guess who did the suspension? Enzo Racing. You would think that these suspension shops would want to give post vintage racers the best suspension service possible to keep them safe. But that reminded me of something. I've always had problems with suspension companies. So back in the day, I used to race Suzuki RM125s, and one of my race bikes, I had factory connection, revalve and rebuild the forks the year before. And since it was just one of my race bikes, that particular bike only had 5 practice days on it and 5 races. So it only needed a rebuild. So I sent it to this very hyped up shop who does a lot of the factory teams these days, and I won't say their name. But so I send the forks, the fork seals, the dust seals, the guide bushings, the piston seals, and the oil. So they have everything. They just need to do the labor. And a week goes by, nothing. 2 weeks goes by, nothing. I call, I ask them how my suspension is coming along. They tell me I owe them another $225 for a fork rebuild. And I tell them I sent everything you need. All the parts and the oil even. And they say they'll get back to me. Another week goes by, nothing. I call them. They say, you're not sending the $225 more? I say, no. They said, we'll get back to you. I call back in another week. And I asked them, are my forks even taken apart? They say, yes, they are. I said, okay, just box them up and send them back to me, and I'll have a local guy here do them. They say, oh, we can't do that. I just get off the phone with them, instantly call my cousin, and one of my cousin's friends had just got out of the prison for murder. And so I sent them down to that suspension shop and just told them to get my suspension back. Later that day, I get a call. The suspension company now says, oh, we'll have your forks done by the end of the day, and the total will only be $68. So how'd it go from being $225 to now it's only $68? It shouldn't have had to come to that. I shouldn't have had to send an ex-con down there to get my forks back. But they did the work, and it was some of the best forks I've ever had. But definitely shouldn't have came to that. But it just reminded me dealing with this that I've always had problems with suspension companies, except for factory connection. They've always done me right. All right, everyone.